Hello Dinnerets, welcome back to the Waifus. I am Sefi and today we have the episode 7 and Buff and Reworks, a series where I go about units that I believe personally could use a little bit of help in order to be more usable. We have more than 110 units in the game already, and obviously with this amount it's normal that some of them don't get as much love as they should. Now, gachas usually have two approaches, right? Either you can use every single unit in the game for most content, or there's only like the meta team and compositions and you cannot really play outside of that. NIKKE sadly is part of the second group, and I would love if over time we can get some of these units like purple, blues and the low tier SSRs to get more used, to get stronger. They don't need to be meta. I'm not saying every unit should be meta. I'm just saying every unit should be usable for content and for clearing. That said, today it's episode 7 on the series and we're going to be talking about milk. Before we start, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. We're going to be streaming when this video goes live, Pal World until NIKKE reset, and then NIKKE like every single day. Until we have more gachas to play in the channel, the streams are going to be mostly just either NIKKE for a couple hours a day or big streams while I have something to play, like now Pal World, and in a couple days we have the new season of Diablo 4, which I'm going to be playing with Jay on one big stream going from level 1 all the way into endgame. Maybe, we're not 100% sure, but probably we're going to be doing that. That said, let's get started with one of the best burst animations in the game that I still don't have. Milk. So Milk has the same problem as a lot of units in NIKKE, and it's that her kit, it's really hard to justify using her over anything else, right? There is just better options for everything. Let me go to the Wikipedia so we can check the skills at level 10. But for those of you who don't use Milk or don't have Milk, B1 sniper rifle water tetra attacker. And it's an attacker, so it's important, right? When you get an attacker's unit, you're thinking, all right, where is her damage coming from? So as a sniper rifle water and attacker, I'm going to be comparing her a little bit to Helm because their kits are kind of similar. So let's get started with her kit. When we talk about her base damage, it's normal compared to like most sniper rifles. Attacker with a 69.04. This is a standard for most sniper rifles, so nothing to see in there. The problem is her kit. For example, skill number 1, it's an active with a 20-second cooldown that increases attack by 30% for 10 seconds for 2 allies with the highest attack. A lot of old NIKKEs, right? When we say old, we mean release characters and the first 3-4 months. A lot of those characters have skills with a timer, right? With a cooldown. Most new units don't have this. They have trigger procs. So for example, number of attacks, when you fire the last bullet on your magazine, things like that. So they have active skills. Most of the new characters, you are seeing those things. You don't see these cooldowns anymore. The problem is they are releasing all of these new units with better kits, but they don't update the old ones to also reflect that. So we have units that you don't want to use most of the time because they have cooldowns in between. You cannot maintain the buffs at all times, which other units can do. So for example, Helm doesn't have an attack. She has attack damage on burst, and she has, I believe it's critical damage. Critical damage or critical rate on skill number 1. I think it's critical rate or damage, I'm not 100% sure, but you can maintain that 100% uptime. Compared to this, which is a 10-second with a 20-second cooldown. Then we have skill number 2, which is when HP is above 80%, affecting all allies, increasing critical damage permanently. This is decent, but it's an 11%. We have new warrior units increasing critical damage by so much that the 11% extra is not worth bringing into your team as a B1. And also we have the last problem with Milk's kit, and that's her burst skill. Her burst skill is a 40-second cooldown B1. When we talk about 40-second units, we all know it's already messing up your composition and you have to change everything around, and most of the time it's not worth bringing those units in unless it's some specific niches, right? Her burst skill is a 40-second active skill that it's dealing 367% of final attack as damage and restoring 16.16% of attack damage as HP for all allies. This is life steal for all of your allies. Now, the problem with this life steal is that it's like 16% or something, and the damage number was a 300% or 360. When we talk about Helm, this is level 6 skill, 40-second B3. She's dealing 1000 of final attack, and she's doing 44% on level 6 of life steal for all of the allies. And this is what I mean by they don't go back to previous units to make them a little bit more usable or to actually try to work on them. there is absolutely no situation where you will bring Milk over any of the other healers that are actually helping your team outside of the burst, right? Because Helm is providing more for your team during the whole fight, not only just the heals. In contrast to Milk, which is providing a 31% that you can get on plenty of buffers and some critical damage that, again, most of the newer units are doing bigger numbers on all skills. And honestly, it's a pity that her kit isn't changed because it's not really that complicated to actually make her good. If she was a 20-second, a big one, she would actually be used because you are getting a healer on all your rotations, right? There are better healers, but at least it will be a good option for a lot of people to actually use. Same as skill number 1. If instead of being a 20-second cooldown for a 10-second skill, you would reduce the attack percentage and you would change it to every time you hit the last bullet or something like that, right? It will be better, like other units. But so far, they have not gone back to almost any unit. In fact, the only units that they have changed, they have made them worse. So, for example, Epinel. Or we have units like Summer Neon, which, you know, after Summer Neon, they are making every other limited actually worth it. Actually be like, okay, I can pull for this unit and don't feel like I'm wasting my resources pulling for a character that, other than fan service, has absolutely nothing going on for her as an attacker. She provides no damage for the team, right? I'm not sure what Shift Up plan is long term with most of the old units, if they want to go back and actually buff them or rework them, or what is the plan. I would love to. I would love if this year we get news on that and what are their plans for other units and changes. For now, we have no word on that. Which again, I'm not here to try to educate Shift Up on game design or anything. I'm just here to give you my 2 cents on units that could be actually buffed to make them better. I love Milk's burst animation. I would love to use her, but sadly there is no reason for me to on the current content that we have and the content that they are constantly releasing, right? Which is Solar Raid, Union Raid, and now the overclock functionality on Simulation Room. Now, do let me know if you guys think that Milk should actually be changed, buff, and how would you fix her or make her a little bit stronger so she's actually usable in contrast to her current usage, right? Which would be null or non-existent. It is a pity, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? That said, I am waiting for the new mission pass, which, by the way, we're gonna be doing a giveaway on the next mission pass for Sugar. We'll be doing probably when it drops. I don't remember why we have to do it. I know it's because we lost a bet while on stream. I think it was doing a Scarrow boost, but I'm not 100% sure. If anyone remembers, let me know in the comments. That will be in exactly what? Like 11 days, so we're gonna be doing a that mission pass giveaway. If you're interested in joining, it's gonna be on the stream for the next event. Most likely going to be Moran, since she is on the Nikkepedia already. That said, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Milk. I'm gonna go edit this video, play Pal World way too much today, and then complain when I finish the game because there is no new content. That said, thank you for coming, thank you for listening to my rants, thank you to my Patreons for making this content possible. Good luck with your pool dinner dates. I'll see you in the next one. 役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。